welcome back to class, dear students. In this lesson, we are going to learn about JavaScript DOM manipulation as you go on your journey to become a, AI, enhanced Web3 pro developer, DApp developer. So you can build your front end with JavaScript AI and things like that. So now, in this lesson, we've talked about DOM manipulation. I think I mentioned in one or two lessons previously. So let's quickly look at what it is. The DOM is a programming interface for web documents. It represents the page so that program can change the document structure, style, and content. So DOM means document object model. So it's like the memory in a browser that handles the loading of a site like this. For example, now when you look at, let's quickly do this test. If we say this thing can only mint maximum of 10,000. So, and this is the DOM now. This has loaded, and this is everything has loaded, the instruction, everything. Now, if I start minting, I start getting everything, let's say 5,000. Then I want to mint it to wallet QTR, mint, you see. Then I mint again. Then I mint again. I can't mint again. Even one, I can't mint because it has limited me to max mint limit of 10,000 of the token. Now, if I refresh this, each time it's like a clean slate when you refresh the DOM. So the DOM is not the same as something we call local storage. Like now, as you are working, like your browser now have access to like your hard drive to create like a local storage, which can be retrieved later. You understand what I'm saying now? So, but this one is like temporary. When you talk about like RAM, goes off and then everything clears off. But your ROM is able to save like your hard disk as long as it's still good and you didn't delete it yourself or mistakenly wipe it out. So the same is like your DOM is like the clean slate that all this code now writes to and say, okay, put this one at the top, put this one down, do the button here, give it an effect that will be popping in and out. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like the clean slate. So your ability to manipulate that clean slate to produce what you want is part of what JavaScript gives you as a developer, because you are able to manipulate what is being shown here with the help of JavaScript. And that is why you see things like this: document, query, selector, mint, button. So we are able to pick out this type of like ID here in this HTML. Remember, ID mint, ID total minted, and we are able to locate them, manipulate the DOM to display or to use them to, you understand what I'm saying? So that's what they call DOM manipulation. It's like, it's not about actually doing something negative, but it's like you are trying to manipulate it to make sure it does what pleases your user or your DApp. You understand? So it's not about bad side of when you hear manipulation. So that's how you pick these things out. So that's just to give you a more clarity. So the DOM represents the document as node and object. This way, programming languages can interact with the pages, like I've explained. Selecting DOM, JavaScript provides methods like query selector and query selector all to select DOM element. This method allows selection using CSS style selector, which I've just shown you. Like query selector, select the first element that matches the given CSS. So query selector or return list of element matching. That's why you see it here. We are saying document.query selector, find this mint button CSS, which is here. You see, mint button. You see, mint, the button. You understand what I'm saying now? So we can be able to manipulate those things here. When you get inside Mint ID, then locate the class button. You get things like that. So there are a lot of things that gives you can do. There are lots of them you can use, but like I told you, you don't need to keep them in your head. Anytime you need to use them, just talk to your AI tool. They will always know the precise DOM manipulator you can use to achieve what you want to achieve. So it's a good time to be a developer, and especially a Web3 developer with better opportunity than Web2. So let's move on. You can see it there. That's how we are able to target token amount, wallet address, and able to use it to manipulate a lot of things, which you can see manipulate. Once you have selected element, you can manipulate them in various ways, like creating element. Use document.create element to create a new DOM element. So the only thing about those things is because we are using the DOM, and it's like always temporary. Once that thing refreshes, it's gone. So that is why you can't use this now permanently for an actual something to print. This can easily be manipulated because I can mint in a wallet now, and it said I can't mint again. All it takes me is to copy this wallet, same wallet, and then refresh this. That means wipe the DOM clean. Then you forget about all these things, and then I can start again. It doesn't work. I say, oh, cool. I come back again, then put 2,500 token again. It start minting again because it's wipe it off. It's a DOM. So it has a limit in some things you should do. Don't use this to actually do like a dApp minter that you want to limit people or amount they can mint, or airdrop dApp, which I believe these are things we'll still develop later on. So in other feature courses. So you want to give airdrop, people should be able to mint, claim just 10,000. You don't want to do it this way, because once they claim 10,000, they wipe the DOM clean, they can refresh and start over, have a clean slate and mint something, even the same thing again. Before you know it, they mint 10,000 10 times. You understand? So you must understand those limits, but if you need them, you can always make use of them. You see, appending element, replacing element, removing element using remove child without actually tampering with the HTML or something. You can, it's like before this load, do this and things like that. So applying DOM manipulation in Web3 context, DOM is used to update the user interface based on blockchain event of user. So you see, these are part of where it can be useful. A user send interaction to a blockchain to mint. You receive feedback from the blockchain. Instead of you having to refresh the blockchain like we did here, you just maybe bring a pop-up here or a kind of notification that sources. So it makes it interactive, like, okay, processing, and then it changes sources from the feedback. So that's where you can use it, because that is not useful to be manipulated by the user. Because if their transaction is processing and they decide to manipulate it to sources, you understand, and it doesn't depend on any other thing, because you don't rely on the manipulated DOM to do your own verification. So it's of no use there. So there are some of the use cases, for example, updating a list of token transaction, changing style based on contract state, like when the contract is working, put green, when it's processing, put yellow, when it has error, change the background to red, things like that. So then we have the example code. When you change things up, it's still the same, I believe, because we have used this DOM already. We have manipulated the code with this sample, and we have seen the output over here, how it could be useful over here. So that's it for this lesson. Remember, the resources are there to help you. You can consult them. At the same time, you need support for this specific lesson, use the comment here. Always join our Discord official, the programming DPU Discord server to connect with other Web3 developers. If you have your personal project, you need to connect with other developers, you need support, you can post it there if you find anybody that's ready to support. But I will always say, don't look for people to give you support free in your project. It's not a good style. If you want to get the best, always make sure you are ready to offer somebody. Like, okay, if you can handle this better, give this. And then you will see other people collaborating. You don't expect people to waste their time on your own project. You understand? So those are the things you can do if you are not getting support. It might not even, it's not me responding, it's other students like you. And also, if other people are doing that, it creates a kind of go around opportunity for you and other students that can come together and support other people. It doesn't mean it's all about money, but it's good to also appreciate other people's time. So that's it. I remain Solomon Foske of the Program University. Keep the programming spirit and alive. Please always do good to humanity and nature with your programming skill and any skill and knowledge you have to make the world and universe a better place for us all. See you in the next lesson. Bye.